sclerosis. I lost my brother to suicide. My father had a fatal motorcycle accident. And I've buried 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people in the last month. 7. I have a couple moms here in particular, and my own father, who is retired police chief in Piscataway, who I dragged his name through the mud. You weren't my prosecutor, thank God, when I was prosecuted in Somerset County. I'm really grateful for that, because I was waiting. But I have a mom here in particular that her son is currently in treatment that I had placed there. He is 30 years old. And I'm going to give you a little bit of her story when she found her son unresponsive on 3 separate occasions. He graduated from Hillsborough High School. This started at the age of 15, 16? Thank you. 16. The first time she found him was in the garage. Pale, white, blue lips, eyes rolled in the back of his head. So he was 22, 21, 22 at the time. So the next thing is, okay, well, it happens again. 2010, 2011, she finds her son. 2 years later, so 23, 24, in the basement, where she performed CPR on her dead son. And they came in and brought Narcan. 2006 and 2007, sorry I jumped, I wrote it incorrectly. She found him in the bathroom foaming in the mouth. She did rescue breaths on him, barely a pulse, blue lips, and a blue tongue hanging out of his mouth. That's what's going on here in our towns. And I got sober, thank God. I'm a member of a 12-step fellowship. However, I am not here to represent a 12-step fellowship. I'm representing the truth as a upper class female with a great family, 2 parents, no substance abuse. I had my first beer when I was 8. I stole it. I don't know if that's normal, but it made sense to me. So when the whole idea of is this a disease or not, dude, if I start, I can't stop. Everything that gets in my way of my drink or my drug, I will take you out. I've been held at gunpoint in Plainfield, New Jersey on 2 occasions off Route 22. Popeye's Chicken, sure you know where it is, near Sears. The projects are up at the top. Yeah, I'm not kidding. This isn't a joke. This is real. I got held at gunpoint twice by the same dude over an 8 ball of cocaine. I don't think it's funny. I don't. I mean, I had another mother that was going to come real quick, and then I want to get to the solution of all of this. I got sober with her son in 07, because I relapsed in 2010 when I decided to drink rubbing alcohol, which didn't work out very well. Because see, without any sort of solution, I am insane. I am a savage, a beast, a nightmare when it comes to alcohol and drugs. Do I look like a dope fiend to you? No, seriously, do I? How many of you have lost someone to addiction or alcoholism? Don't lie. Let's be real. Let's all the way up. Really? See, thank you for 2 arms, because it's not a secret anymore. The one thing that really upsets me, it is not an epidemic, it is a crisis. It is a crisis. So the mom that was supposed to be, I get fired up, I'm sorry. I did this in Manville with the mayor too. I had to stand up in case. A dear friend of mine, his name is Kevin, and his mother told me that I could break anonymity in his story. 25 years old, I got sober with him in 2007. He actually lived with my son's father, who is not in my son's life. It's okay, right? I stayed sober through it. Well, Kevin relapsed in, I want to say early, my guess is 2009, 2010. And at one point, he shot with a dirty needle, a rig, as they call it. He shot 2 bundles with a dirty rig. 2 bundles are 10 bags of heroin apiece. And he ended up getting MRSA in his bloodstream. At the age of 25, he had a full pacemaker keeping him alive. Alive. He died December 2nd, 2016. They found him dead in his car with the belt. They found him. Normal kid, college student. I went to college. I failed out though due to cocaine and alcohol. I was a Rutgers student. I had to take medical leaves of absences at the age of 19 because I was drinking Robitussin, doing cocaine, drinking and stealing from my beloved family. My dad's a good man. These are good kids. These are good people. I'm not a bad person. My dad would always say, you're hanging out with the bad crowd. My response was, I am the bad crowd. No. I'm not the bad crowd, I'm the sick crowd. I'm someone that needs a solution that is going to give me the ease and comfort that painkillers and alcohol give me. And, the thing is that I found out the other day, because I've interviewed police officers straight up. I went to the track meet because my brother was #1 in the state of New Jersey. He committed suicide in 2008 on the train tracks behind our home in Hillsborough, New Jersey. Pressure. What about bullying? You want to get into bullying? You know how many high school fights I've been in? From being picked on and pushed around, and then I snapped. They couldn't wait to get rid of me. I didn't graduate because I was a good kid. They were like, get her out. All of these behaviors I feel come sooner than actually picking up a drink or a drug. I was stealing beer at 8 years old. I don't live in an alcoholic family. I'm the alcoholic. I'm the drug addict. So I sit here and I'm thinking, and when I spoke on that panel with the mayor in Manville, the mayor's neighbor, before he came, the ambulance was at the house next door. The man overdosed and died. Next door to the mayor of Manville. 31 years old, 2 kids, married, painkillers, turned to heroin because it's cheaper, dead. The other thing that I think needs to be looked at is the fact that Suboxone is being handed out like Skittles. The patient that I have in treatment right now is on 16 milligrams a day of Suboxone, which is a lot, and also on 10 milligrams of Valium, prescribed. And the other thing I think is important as well with trauma, as they said, I've been in the industry for 10 years. I've been through things that most people only see in their nightmares, like the prosecutor said, which I love what you said, by the way. I can't wait to talk to you after. Wow. I've seen it all. There's nothing that surprises me anymore. I have a woman in my life that made a decision to pick up a drink. It's destroying her life. One drink. One drink gets you drunk. Yes. One bag gets you high. Yes. And the fentanyl thing could not be more true. Could not be more accurate. The reason that I believe the people that are even overdosing in Florida, which has now been declared a state of emergency for heroin addiction, they still say epidemic, which pisses me off because it's not, it's a crisis. And down there, the fentanyl, like you said, one prick, that is so accurate. And the thing is that with that, it's instantaneous. But with Suboxone, I've learned in the field that if you choose to do that and then shoot heroin and you overdose from it, your death is slow and miserable. You asphyxiate. Google it. And the other thing I think is important, especially since there is more of a younger crowd, peer pressure and bullying, I could not be more against that because I've lived it. I was the type of person where someone was being picked on in high school and I'd stand up for them because everyone knew I was crazy. I was a crazy drug addict. I'm not a crazy drug addict. I'm insane when it comes to drugs. That doesn't make me a crazy drug addict. That makes me someone that has an obsession that literally consumes my life to the point where nothing else matters. My son doesn't matter, I don't matter, Sorry, Dad, you don't matter. My best friends don't matter. My boyfriend's mom doesn't matter. You know, my client's mom, no one matters. It's irrelevant. You get in my way, I'll run you over. I'll steal your wallet and help you look for it. I'm one of those. I'm one of those. I know, I hear the giggles. It's true. It's true. The last thing is that I think the one thing I learned, I went to school at Round Valley Community College. Still have to secure the internship for the CADC, but I'm getting there, and hopefully I'll have a couple letters after my name in these next couple years. Something that was discussed has to do with trauma. Like you guys have brought up the fact that some of them are raised in normal homes, some of it's abuse. I firmly believe it is a disease because it does completely change the chemistry of your brain. I'll explain a synaptic cleft to you later. I don't have enough time. So with this thing, it's called ACEs. It's Adverse Childhood Events. Now, that being said, I learned this during a speaker that came to our school, which I was actually working on getting in her internship at her treatment facility because she's incredible. There's different ACEs, like bullying, that's an ACE. Obesity, that's an ACE. Abuse, where, sorry, let's keep it real, sexual, physical, neglect, all of those things. I think there's like 6 or 7 in them. You guys might know better. But if you have 3 or more, you have a 400% chance of increase of intravenous drug use. That's science. That's not opinion. You know, and I literally, I'm so blessed to be able to do this because when I see the things that I see today, it terrifies me. My son is 7 years old. I'm scared. Back in high school, my day was marijuana and shrooms. Now it's heroin and shooting crack. Hold on one second. An 11-year-old girl overdosed in Pennsylvania 2 weeks ago. It's not just here. This is just my beginning. You know what I mean? And I've got clients in Florida. I'm going to Florida. My goal is to get letters and my own facility. I have a GoFundMe for people that need treatment. I've had people in the community giving their money to get people into treatment because they are tired of burying their children. Yeah. Nice and silent in here, huh? It's ugly. It's ugly. This has been a total honor. I know I'm quite brash, but that's just because I've had enough. You know, I've really had enough. And when Kevin died, the one who had the permanent pacemaker, that's kind of when I snapped. So, again, it's a total honor that I was asked to do this. And feel free to see me after. If you need help, ask for it because I'm tired of funerals. So, my name's Heather. I'm an alcoholic drug addict, and thank you for letting me share.